All right, everybody hear me?
Yep.
You good there, Brother Leon?
Yeah, it's his connection again. We could call him in and keep him on the phone. That way we can just.
Is he muted on his end?
No, it shows he's connected. He's doing it from his cell phone, and he works in another building.
Yeah.
So I tried to sync up with him. I got a laptop with him. At the end of the day, we should connect this afternoon.
Yeah.
Clint, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just gonna do, yeah, I can hear you. We're just gonna do you on the telephone.
That's fine, the computer is saying on the phone, it says I'm muted.
Yeah.
Click on me.
Yeah.
It's all right. He'll probably be better this way.
I think what the deal is, you got that, you're in that metal building out there and you're using your phone.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, video. Well, see, now it just kicked off, that's coming back on.
Yeah.
Hello,
There you
now I'm here.
be.
Okay, I got you.
All right.
Just his connection issue out there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get him a hardwired connection to our.
Yeah, I've got it. That's why I ordered a bunch of webcams for the county. I could, so as soon as it comes in, I'm setting them up.
Yeah.
So that's,
I'm just gonna leave it on speaker.
I got it all balls rolling.
All right, we're just gonna,
You're way ahead of it, that's good.
we're just gonna leave you on speakerphone, Leon.
That'll work, that'll work.
Okay. Special call meeting, Commissioners Court, 8th day of May, 2020, it's a little bit after 1:30. Anyway, only item on the agenda to consider is, consider and approve the execution of an earnest money contract for the purchase of real property for the purpose of building a new county sheriff's office facility, JP3, constable office, Texas Ranger, game board, DPS facility. And that is just to go ahead and get the ball rolling once again. We already know where we are with this, but the question is, in order to hold the land with the seller, that we need to go ahead and get this contract redone, and that's what we're here for. Anything else you can think of?
No, that's it. We have a final copy right here before me, ready for signature upon Commissioner's Court's approval.
Okay. So is there any discussion?
I move to approve.
Second.
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear me, I didn't ask you what.
Leon, all I said was, I've got a final copy here ready, after Commissioner's Court, has approved it. But yes, where it stands right now, if we don't do this, more or less, this opportunity goes away. So, I don't set policy though, the court does, so, the paperwork's, ready and, ready to rock and roll.
Okay. I've got questions about this. Is it legal?
Legal to what, purchase property?
Yes.
Yes, so it is. Now, it is not legal to purchase property without a plan and intent to improve it for a public purpose. But the plan is, I think has been stated, is that we build a sheriff's department and build JP's office for Texas Ranger to have some space out there for DPS, constable.
Law enforcement center.
Law enforcement center, that's right. And so,
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that at all.
Sure.
But my question is it legal to do this when we don't have the means to pay for it? That's my only
Yeah.
concern.
I believe that there's no, now, I can't testify to this because, you know, I'm not the finance guy and I don't understand a lot of the details that's involved there. But from what I understand, there is no impediment to getting a certificate of obligation before closing. And that it's a process that, you know, between start and money in our pocket, takes about 60 days. The contract is written right here, requires closing on or before October 1st. And it being May the 8th, we do have plenty of time in the calendar to accomplish it.
Okay, Matthew, my question to you,
Sure.
is this action today legal?
Yes.
If it
Yes.
is, I'm all in.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
But I will say this, as a word of warning to Commissioners Court, that we simply must have, be doing the legwork that's required to get the COs done in time.
okay.
Otherwise, we'll lose
Let's say
money.
this, let me ask you a question on this, Matthew. Let's say this economy goes to heck,
Sure.
and we've already voted on this, and we're not able to move forward. What happens?
If we are not able to move
Are
forward,
we in a position that it could hurt each and every one of us or to me?
no, we will lose $50,000 of earnest money. That's it.
We've already lost 50.
We have, that is correct. But we can't, the violation of the law is the possession of real property, you know, without a public purpose. We can't possess it for investment purposes. And so we can't even get to the point where we're holding the real property unless we get the financing. And so if everything goes to heck, then in the next few months, we won't even be able to get financing, at which point we can't violate the law by possessing it. We'll just be out 50.
Okay.
Not to say that that's a small matter.
You're comfortable with this, that it is legal?
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay. Then Jay.
Okay. Well, I got a motion from Greg, and second from Bruce, and we'll call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're good.
Now, who's gonna handle the CO, like you said?
Jim Gilley,
Okay, and that's already, the legwork is already.
right here.
Oh, good. Yeah, I didn't know how far along it was.
Yeah.
I have the,
So Jim Gilley is already working on this.
yeah, he's just waiting on us to tell him to pull the trigger, you know, and then in essence, what we have to do, get Harold, Dwayne, myself, Matthew, and I get, you know, one commissioner. I can't take everybody. I can only take one. But we sit down together and the plan for repaying and the term for repaying, you know, it's 20 years on this particular CO. It's laid out, you know, per year. First 5 years, about 900,000 a year. That's for the full 25 million. Okay. The other part of it I need to get clarified is if we order the money up as it's needed, I don't see a reason to order all 25 million at one time.
Yeah.
And incur that expense and that debt service. But if we can order up what we need
As we go by.
as we go, yeah. Which is in construction management, that's what you do. You know, you pay percentage of completion. So in this regard, this is a deal for real property. It's dirt sitting there. So you would order up the money and, you know, they'd sell the bond, send the money to us, then we get it turned, pay it, contract's complete. That's done. Now, as far as the clock ticking, in this regard, yeah, there's a personal clock ticking for all of us. You know, we have a plan together to get this done. We've already engaged an architect to get this thing drawn up. We have the property sitting there, yeah, and we're going to be watching revenue stream for 2020, and where we're gonna land on that. It's a toss-up, but the other side of it is they're not making more dirt in Liberty County, especially dirt that provides the requirements of the sheriff's department, especially the office of the sheriff's department, to be in the municipality of the county seat. And that is right at the edge. You're not gonna find more property around here.
Well, you know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
We got property we can build on, but y'all want to go and spending this money to buy this additional property. But Matthew, would you mind stepping back up this podium for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, so it's been indicated to me through the county auditor, which I relayed to you, that he, at this time, is not cutting the check for this.
He is,
Until this tax matter is under full-blown, moving forward. So what happens?
so my understanding is he will not cut a check on the final full purchase price under the earnest money contract at closing unless we have the plans for financing, firmly in place, and we're proceeding on that. He
Okay,
wants,
Matthew, let me
yeah,
ask you, educate me here,
sure.
is if he's saying he's not going to cut a $50,000 check with the earnest money contract,
No. Final purchase price.
as I understood it, he said he was not cutting a $50,000 check.
To my understanding, the 50,000 is already made out. He's waiting on instructions from Commissioner's Court.
Yeah, I think there was some confusion over that, but I think what he's saying is, I'm not paying, the roughly 500 in, September unless we have that CO. We can't possibly have the CO done, signed, sealed, delivered today, in order to do this. And if we don't do this, now, and while we're working on that, then we're gonna lose the property. So, I mean, I'm not married to any course of action. I'm just saying that's the conundrum. He is not here.
Is there some way, Matthew, in case I'm misunderstood what Wayne is saying, that we should contact him to make sure?
Sure, yeah.
Because as I understood it, Matthew, he was not cutting a check for $50,000.
Yeah. I understand it to be different, but yeah, let's, if y'all give me 30 seconds, no reason to break the link, just let me see if I can get him on the phone, okay?
If you don't mind.
No, I don't mind him not, of course.
Search my
Just a connection.
3 times. Who's the other person? Who's 1,600? You're in advance number. I think he's working on it. I think you're very sure that I'm gonna limit them.
I have to. Hey, Leon,
Yeah.
have they made any plans for Karen's dad's service yet?
Yeah, they're gonna have a funeral service tomorrow at 2.
Okay.
It will be a private family only graveside service.
Okay. Okay.
That's on the right on. I just think hold on. Get back. Oh. You open the dumps Friday through Monday? You open the dumps full time Monday?
Probably go with it.
Where was Dwayne today? When are we all going back to work? What are we in monitors?
See, Leon Hines will reach out.
We'll send it to Quinn.
Trying to get to a place where he can talk a little clearer.
Yeah.
Thinking about where they were
Here.
That's three.
Unless your employee's fixed up.
No, thank you.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay.
One thing.
All good. All good.
How you doing on hand cleaner, Leon?
I'm sorry?
How you doing on hand cleaner? I mean,
Oh, we're doing
hand sanitizer.
I suggest Lysol.
All right. Quinn, can you hear me?
Clint's on meeting. Claire.
You need to trim it, Quinn, you need to trim it, but, your hair a little bit.
Don't worry, Clint. No one's gonna see this. This isn't on YouTube.
I didn't see what he said. What did he say?
I ain't repeating it.
Oh, goodness, okay.
Hey, man. All right, you ready? All right, I'm gonna put you on speaker. All right, there we go. Can you hear us, Wayne? All right, good. Got the phone sitting up here on the bench in the courtroom. So, yeah, I appreciate you getting on, Wayne. I want to make sure that, you know, we all understand each other, that I'm not the source of any confusion over, you know, where everyone stands on it. So,
You know, we approved the reimbursement resolution, I think, 2 months ago, about 2 months ago. I know the coronavirus and everything has happened since then. But, like I've been adamant, you know, so I feel like if commissioners want to build the sheriff's department, that's certainly their rights, and I have no objections to that. But my main concern is, like I've always said, is I do not want to get into land holding business. And I will write the check, $50,000 earnest money check, but we need to be moving down the road on financing and building the actual sheriff's department as much so as we are as purchasing the land. Now, there's a couple of steps that big stuff that in there for Commissioner's Court to do. And one, I think, would be to publish a public notice in the Vindicator to say that they're going out for $25 million in certificates of obligation to the Sheriff's Department. And I think there needs to be a Commissioner's Court vote to do that. And I think if we do that, I think our bases are clear. And then after those steps are met, then I wouldn't have no trouble in writing $50,000 earnest money. So those things need to be done. So we're moving towards the goal of building a sheriff's department, not just buying land. Y'all follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, Matthew. Matthew,
Yeah.
am I clear that he said that at this point in time, he is not cutting a $50,000 earnest money contract check?
until we get those first couple or three items on Jim Gilly's list accomplished, which involves the steps necessary to begin the process of getting the CO.
Okay, so is it necessary that we maybe forward today with this, or should this matter be taken up once that occurs?
Well, so here's the conundrum, we will be subject to Jesse Lopez at that point. If the goal is to approve the contract and, which will authorize Dwayne to cut the check, without another meeting. Otherwise, we're gonna have to wait. And I cannot certify to you what Jesse Lopez will do. I no specific desire here, other than I want y'all to be aware of some of the risks here.
Does he doesn't have any legal reason not to cut the check?
So his concern is,
I understand what his concern is, but,
Yeah.
but the bottom line is, there's no legal reason that he can't cut the check, make the deposit. You know, we can't buy the land until we get the plans and the financing, I understand.
Well, you cut the check, it goes into an envelope, basically.
Yeah.
At the title office.
Yeah.
Or Tarver. And it sits there.
Yeah.
Until October.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be cashed until October anyway.
Yeah.
But, well, in the meantime, we're supposed to get these other steps taken care of.
Yeah.
I mean, I should say, it will be cash, it'll be in their account. They gotta make sure that they got good funds.
Yeah.
So it'll be, they're gonna cash it, put it in an account. Now, we can't touch it, but Jesse Lopez.
Once that check is cut, Matthew,
Yeah.
it belongs to him, correct?
No, it belongs to the title company under the contract. And they will distribute it according to the terms of the contract. If we close, it will be distributed to Jesse Lopez. If we don't close and it's our fault, then it will be distributed to Jesse Lopez. If we don't close because it's Jesse Lopez's fault, then we will cover it. That's Cliff's notes.
As it stands now, I wonder if there's too many holes in this, Matthew, and it bothers me, the fact that we may be doing something illegal because Wayne has just indicated he's not gonna cut that check until the other steps are taken. That's what worries me.
I believe that our auditor wants to know that Commissioners Court will follow through with the purchase. And we'll have the financing, and I don't mean just the purchase of the property, but the improvement of the property as well. And he's right, we can't get into another Walmart situation. And the only opportunity and the only time that he can even examine it is right now. And so he's kind of in a tough spot too. He has to gauge from actions taken right now whether the terms of the law will be met when it comes time. And so what he's saying is I need to see some things first. So, I will say, the auditor, is an independent office and, my position in this shouldn't be elevated too much. I can only advise, and an auditor and an office holder otherwise doesn't have to follow up my advice. And, if he's saying, and I see where he's coming from, I understand, he's got to see some good faith effort along this path before we can go through this anymore.
Well, I think what I'm gonna do, based on what this auditor just said, that he is not cutting that check, I'm gonna rescind my vote, and I'm gonna vote nay. This is, to me, there's too many holes in this, and I do not want any one of us been faced with a criminal or civil problem. So I'm rescinding my vote, and I'm gonna vote nay on this at this time.
Actually, we could go back. We need to. Two ways we can do this. Rescind the entire vote. Take no action today, or table this today. If we table it,
Be my preference, Jay.
yeah, if we table it, that means we're gonna have to bring it back up.
Yeah.
If we take no action, that means we just take no action, it can go away forever and ever.
Well, I don't have a problem tabling it, Jay, but I want to get these holes worked out.
Yeah, and I do too. And I don't believe there's gonna be a problem with Mr. Lopez in that regard. But the other side of it is, the clock's ticking. Are we gonna go forward? Are we gonna go forward with the project? If not, then we've got a bunch of other things we can go work on. And that's the whole point of this. We've got a lot of footwork knocked out of the way.
Well, I think each and everybody in that courtroom understands that we do need a new sheriff's department. And it may look like that's what I'm trying to prevent, but it's not.
No, it's not. No.
I'm going to cover the backside of my body. Understand?
Yeah. Well, why don't we rescind the vote table this. I'll contact Mr. Lopez, tell him what we're working on. Also, I need to get with Dwayne and Harold and Matthew and sit down and get these details that Jim Gilly and company worked out. I mean, we got a detailed plan, but the other side of it is getting an affirmative action plan with Jim Gilly and David Mendez with Bickerstaff as well to get this done. We understand it, if we were to move in the next 20 days, in 60 days from that point, you could actually order the money, possibly. Those are questions that I have, but I also have questions as you sell these certificates of obligation, for each part. I don't understand if you have to sell the entire $25 million worth of COs, or if you just sell the COs that you need to cover the items of expense as they are incurred. Those are questions that I have. I know Harold's already been there and done that on several COs with the county. That's why I would like to get him involved. Dwayne definitely is going to have to be there. And this COVID business has really kicked us in the teeth.
Yes.
As far as, communication and getting everybody together where we can work out the details. We ain't been here to sit down and get this worked out. And that was the reason of this meeting today, was to try to get us back on track. Either we're gonna do it or we're not. Because I've got other projects that are just screaming just as loud as y'all do. But I would like to go back, rescind that vote, table this motion, table this item on the agenda, take a vote on it, table it, and then we can meet and get the irons of the fire heated back up or pour water on the fire. Take your pick.
So it doesn't matter, motion voted on it.
Yeah, and it's too late to put it on for the next agenda, so it'll have to go on at the end of the month.
That's fine.
Or you can do a special.
We can do a special.
It is special. I mean, it all stems on your conversation with Mr. Lopez today, I believe.
Yeah.
Of what his intent is and what he'll give us
Mhm.
as far as time-wise goes.
We can keep closing date the same.
Yes. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
from what I'm hearing y'all say, that shouldn't be a
Well, I
problem.
mean, I agree. There's no sense in buying the property if we're not gonna build a sheriff's department.
No, I'll agree with that.
Since we do not need 39 acres, but I guarantee you, we will not find another piece of property in the city limits of Liberty, Texas at this price and property.
We don't have enough room where we're at. There's not gonna be enough room there.
I disagree with that, Greg, but that's my opinion.
You ain't got enough room to build a sheriff department and the jail there,
Okay.
and have parking and everything else you need.
So we go back. We already voted to approve. Now we're gonna go back and vote not to approve. Correct? Ross, that's the way you look at it.
Whatever, yeah.
You got a motion and a second, you gotta clear that motion and second somehow.
Okay, got a motion and second to approve.
That's been voted
That's been
on.
voted on. Okay, so now,
Motion to rescind that vote and table
That was
issue
it.
till further notice.
okay, now we need a motion to rescind the previous vote to approve. That's the court's pleasure to rescind that.
I make a motion that we rescind that vote and table this item.
Do I hear a second? I believe we do need to.
Huh?
I believe we need to.
I'll second.
Okay, you got a motion and a second to rescind the previous vote, table this item, and we'll get back on top of it. All right. All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. All right. So we're gonna table this thing. We'll go back and revisit it. And one way or another, we're gonna put this rascal to bed. But,
I hope so. This is stretched on way too
I
long.
hope we don't go around losing the land, you know.
yeah, I understand that. The other side of it is we've been through this COVID business and it has not been very helpful as far as getting emotions moving. But, anyway, need a,
It's simple mathematics, Jay.
Yeah.
Let's get these holes knocked out and we'll come back and knock this out.
well, sure, yeah. Well, in order to get the holes knocked out, we need to have this meeting today to give us a direction. And that was the sole purpose of this today, was what do y'all want to do? I don't have a vote in this when it gets down to it. It's what the commissioners want to do. And we've already done the footwork with architects. We've already had meetings with every department head in the county. On 2 projects, actually. One, for a judicial center, another one for a law enforcement center. What are we gonna do? I understand right now that there are questions about revenue streams, and I am concerned about that as much as anybody else. Also, we're gonna have a new jail contract coming in, and we know it's gonna cost more money as well.
Yes, sir.
These are questions that we need to sit down and get knocked out, COVID or no COVID, period.
Well, we gotta look for the future, not for what we're looking at right now, but the future of Liberty County and how this extra property and stuff, we'll be able to build down the road and have the property for a new jail because ours is already out of date.
Yeah, well, we can make it work for a little while longer. Believe me, we can make it work.
Anyway,
All right, so we already passed that bridge, but that's my point, guys. Let's, fish or cut bait, out for fishing. But, we're gonna have to get over this COVID business, start getting back together and work these issues out. And that was the whole intention of this today, was to get the issues back on the table. Let's get moving in a positive direction. I still got a railroad project that I gotta get knocked out and get closer and closer on it. But COVID kicked it in the teeth as well. And we have transportation issues throughout the county that we're gonna have to address. It won't be a cost for the county, but the planning aspect is just as intense as this planning aspect for these 2 projects going forward. So the sooner that we get together, the better off we're gonna be and make a decision, yes or no. And it's gonna take us to sit down and find out what the CAD says on taxable values. It's gonna be what the governor says, or they're gonna have a freeze on 2019 values. We don't know. Okay? But we have to have the dialogue between us to make a sound decision. And that's all I'm asking y'all to do. So I need a motion to adjourn.
So,
are we gonna table this?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Got a motion to adjourn from Greg, second from Bruce.
well, no, we moved to rescind it, we never did move it.
No, we did. Also, the motion was to table as well. Yeah. All in favor of, adjourn, say aye. Thank you, Leon. Appreciate it. Your haircut looks good.